I'm your host, Maddie Halverson, with Quinn McGavin.
Soon we will be discussing the Missouri Compromise of 1850. But first, winter is fast approaching, and it's time to stock up on your food for this cold season. We'll be giving you some tips on the best mason jars for your food preservation needs.
But before we get to preserving food and mason jars, our politics police are on the case of the Missouri Compromise of 1850.
Ding!
What did the Kansas-Nebraska Act do?
It organized the Nebraska territories on the basis of popular sovereignty.
Good job. When did this act pass?
1850.
Who made this act?
Stephen Douglas.
All right. Was the North happy or angry about this act?
They were very angry because it gave permission to expand slavery west.
The people of America gave Kansas at this time.
Leading Kansas.
Why?
Because everybody was fighting them.
When was the compromise of 1850 made? 1849, 1856, or none of the above?
I'm gonna go with D, none of the above.
Awesome. All right. Keep the peace between A, North and South, B, Mexico and America, C, East and West, or D, North and West.
A, North and South.
North was a big fan of the fugitive slave law. A, true, or B, false?
B, false.
California was admitted as A, free state, B, slave state, or C, new territory.
A, free state.
The compromise divided the eastern part of New Mexico into what two states? A, New Mexico and Utah, B, Kansas and Nebraska, C, Texas and Arizona, or D, New York and Missouri.
A.
The compromise advocated paying what state how many millions of dollars to abandon its claim to the eastern part of the New Mexico land? A, Utah, 15 million, B, Texas, 100 million, C, Texas, 10 million, or D, California, 20 million.
C, Texas, 10 million.
The compromise abolished slave trade in what land? A, south of the 3630 line, B, Maine, C, Mexico, or D, District of Columbia.
D, District of Columbia.
Done.
All right. Breaking news, John Brown is currently being arrested.
Speculation is he shall be sentenced to death.
Tiara is currently on the scene.
This is Tiara Bracey reporting live in the OPRF halls to see what students and teachers know about the Compromise 1850 and Nebraska Act and John Brown, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Do you know who John Brown is? Is he A, one of the presidents, B, the man from Pretty Woman, or C, a leader of the 1856 Padawan Massacre? Oh my gosh, you're right. Who is John Brown? Was he A, the man who set slaves free, B, the guy who played Sesame in the 1982 movie Pretty in Pink, or was he C, the leader of the 1856 Padawan Massacre, with money obtained from England in order to 20 men and including 5 blacks? 8 years, please. Correcto mundo! What is the Kansas-Nebraska Act? It left it up to the voters and the Kansas-Nebraska territories to decide the legal status of slavery. Why did popular sovereignty and race meaning Northern? Well, popular sovereignty did that because it repealed to the key provisions of the Missouri Compromise. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. I enjoyed my time here. I know you did.
Welcome back. I'm here with a candidate from the South and the North to discuss a book called Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe. Alright, so what do you think about Harriet Beecher Stowe writing a book criticizing slavery when she hasn't even been on a plantation herself?
Personally, I think it's dumb. She's over-exaggerating the plantation life. Slaves aren't even treated bad, like they help the economy. Without it, all you northerners wouldn't even be wearing clothes because cotton equals slaves.
Okay, very interesting point.
Actually, you can just do it yourself.
But we can't.
Why?
There's not enough people. Why don't you come help us then? Why don't you be our slaves?
Why don't you be your own slaves? Why can't you do it yourself?
Overall, what do you think about this book? Do you think it's accurate?
Yes.
No, and it's not.
Why?
She pretends that like slaves are treated awful.
They are. They get whipped.
Okay, some people need a little whipping sometimes.
Can you whip yourself?
It's 10 times worse than it actually is. And,
So you're saying it's bad?
I mean, they're my property. I could do whatever I want with them. It's like owning a chair, basically.
Do you whip your chairs?
I can if I want. I paid for my chair, aka my slave.
But they're their own person. Chairs are not people.
But I paid for it.
So how does that
So
make
it's
it
not-
good? You shouldn't be able to pay for people.
So, by what you're saying here, you do think the book is accurate? You think it portrays
Yes.
it? Okay. All right.
Even people, they're its. That's why I've been calling them its.
Do you think that this book will help abolitionists gain more support for their views?
Yes.
It shouldn't.
And why is that?
She's given the wrong message about slavery, and northern people need to just leave. Like, I'm sorry. Slavery's good. Power to it.
Bad.
Why do you think? Like, why?
Because treating people badly for their own usage.
They're not
and they
people.
could do them. Yes, they are.
They're not people.
Do they have a heart?
No.
Yes.
No, they don't.
You don't have a heart. If you're making people do your own work, then yeah.
You don't have a heart.
Yes, I do, because I care about people.
Okay. Bye! Please do something. You've now seen firsthand the disagreement between the North and the South on Harriet Beecher Stowe's book, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Do you think that this book will help abolitionists gain more support for their views?
Yes.
Why?
What are apples?
Okay. You have now seen firsthand the disagreement between the North and the South on the book of Jesus.
Go.
I think she's wrong. Slavery's good. It helps people. Like, I need my cotton. Like,
Hey, history project?
We're not doing anything. We're doing a history project.
History. Is that corridor?
Yes, in the corridor.
History you doing?
I'm gonna interview some people.
For what? For the sisterhood or anything like that?
The sisterhood. No, we're spray painting the lockers. What do you mean?
Oh, what color?
Pink.
Pink.
Girl, we decided on pink.